Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby.
Hello, welcome. Welcome. We're playing this little game called Yooka-Laylee. Let me make myself bigger 'cause I feel like I'm small. Here we go. Oop. Oh no, nah, I don't want another V9. Great. Okay. And yeah. Hello. Welcome. As you can see, I didn't plan to get a lizard tail, but I sort of have one. So it's 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 going well. Welcome, sheep. I'm gonna get into it, but give me a second. Let's see. Here we go. I'm trying to set my tracking again. I think we need like a full day where I just sit here and mess with the tracking. What is that thing up there? Hold on. What is that? What is that? Okay. This is not important, don't worry. I wish I could move. Can I not move my torso? Hmm. What does stiffness mean? Does that mean I don't move? I can't tell. Okay. What if I do rotation? I'm still learning this, even though I've had it for years. We'll put that on like 0.8. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. I have something I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, so my new thing does this thing where like, okay, so that one's like it's twirling, right? But it could like also do that. Wait, hold on. I need to get it back into position. How do I... There you go. Okay. Was that too much? You think it's too much? You think it wagging like that is a little bit much? Okay. We'll keep it like this way, but I also need to turn it down a bit. Hold on. Thank you for letting me know, because I was also like, I don't know if this is okay or not. So it does help me. So I got this from Kobold the Fox. He has some VNAN stuff on here, and I thought I would quickly get this for the lizard. I can't rotate it. Nope. Like, I want you to see it, but I don't want it to be super distracting. There you go. This is as much as I got. Oh, God. Let me hide a little bit under here. Hold on. I'm trying my best to... This is hard. It's hard to do this on the screen. There you go. Okay. Okay. Here you go. Let me know if that's even distracting, and then we will also change that. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's see if Yooka-Laylee will actually show up. Is it gonna show up on the browser thing? There it is. Okay. Yeah. So Yooka-Laylee was like a Kickstarter platformer. Came out a couple years ago. people were really disappointed. And like, what, 10 years later, they remade the game, and now it's like actually good. It took them 10 years, but they've like made, let's see how many results of this shit is on eSig. No, it's really good. I've already played a good chunk of it, honestly. It is, they've kind of sold me on it. Like, I wish I had this game. Like, it's really good. It's really good. I honestly, it's my game of the year, honestly. They fixed everything. They fixed everything from this game, and it really plays really well. One day, this kind and loving adventure Yooka. I think that's how you say it. Mm-hmm. And me, Laylee, the hero, how it's set to treasure hunt together. I might have to turn down. Yeah, I think it's like a banjo thing. I think he's male and the bat's female. We had a great life, the homemade ship, the batshit crazy. Things were going fine since treasure was on the horizon. It's a shame you couldn't have Sense of Storm brewing instead. I feel like maybe I should let you guys read this, but Nick's sense was wanting me to take the over the steering of the ship. And so it was up to the ace Captain Laylee to save the day. With incredible skill and style, I safely landed the ship. Well, mostly. At least after landing, you just got us about safety. And so the quest for fame and fortune continued in a most unexpected way. I think I might actually lower the graphics here. I'm kind of seeing it lag. 2 or 3 weeks later. Ah, okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I turn this down to medium. Let's see. How much of here you go. Here we go. Okay, perfect. We're not losing that much quality, honestly. I don't think the quality of it is like going that crazy. Oh, it is. Okay. I might want to turn that back. Oh, we're losing a lot of it. Oh, okay. Got even go to medium. No, you gotta go to high. You might see me lag. If the stream overall lags, let me know and we'll go back. And I'll probably use my other model. I can't have that. Oh no. I'm sure this is fine. Okay. Let me try going to medium. We'll see how well it goes on medium. The issue at the moment is that I'm like using my GPU to stream on like the encode and to stream the VTuber model and to play the game. This game doesn't require a whole lot of graphic, GPU, but I know it's a lot. So let me know if like the game is actually lagging for you guys. Like if there's like render lag, let me know. Cause I would rather have my PNG out and no redeems than have the stream just be very laggy. Help me. It's okay if the VTuber model's laggy. I don't really care about that too much. Alright, I thought I was gonna text it. Try cleaning next time. Clenching next time. So you not sound like cry for help. I will tell you, like, I might do another stream as well to kind of show you the differences of this. I want to do that, but maybe I would maybe I should like make a video comp or something of it instead. Because they changed this game a lot from what it was. Like this isn't just like a random port. They changed a lot of the puzzles of this game. They've even taken out complete sections of the game and totally redid them. Like that's like complete sections that I hated. I hated a lot of the sections they just took out completely, and I'm like, thank God. Duct tape called me for the boss. Money mad, capital B. You gotta break me out. Oh, okay. See, one of these, I will say, welcome in, Fleece. I will say this game is very easy. It's not very hard, but I would wager that's okay. It plays a little bit like Mario, but I don't think it's a bad thing, honestly. I am green because I'm supposed to be a lizard. Tribal hunter. What do you mean? I'm confused. I'm green with kindness. I'm not envious. Well, I am a bit envious of a lot of things, but that's not the point. Here we go. Uh-oh. I can't take you enough, or perhaps we could go somewhere safe. Safe? I saved the line of trip in nearby creek 2 or 3 weeks ago. What's the scram? But I mean, I wager it being easy is a good thing, honestly. There's a lot of replay value in this game. I think it trying to recreate Banjo in like other classic games like Donkey Kong, I think in hindsight was a bad idea. Because I will, and I know someone like a Fleece might disagree with me. I feel like I do love those games. I do love Donkey Kong and Banjo and all that stuff, the old Rare games, but I feel like the formula has not aged very well. I think it's nostalgia, and when they release this game with that same formula, it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't work because they wanted to be a spiritual successor, and they tried to bring back old modern, like, you know, like mechanics that I think just don't really work in the modern day. I do love those games, and I love them for what they are, but I mean, maybe that's a harsh take for me that those games have not aged very well. I mean, I think maybe Donkey Kong Country has aged well. Those games have aged well, but like 3D platforming of like Banjo and Banjo-Tooie, I just think overall might not have aged very well in terms of like game design, in terms of like, you know, progression. They are really great games. And I think this game was trying to be something it was not. And that's why it fell flat originally. I am grateful you saved. Say, Mr. Book, are you valuable at chance? Oh, I'm not one to brag, but I'm probably the most valuable thing in existence. If you see anything written in me becomes truth. Who knows what those evil captors would have done and give me the chance. For my magical pages inside me was the only use for good. Ow! You would. We'd like upgraded moves, a few new ones. Oh, and better combos. So, in the original game, you had to unlock them like Banjo. In this game, they've kind of just taken the liberty of giving you all of it together. So I think there's a lot of discussion on like Reddit, but I think it's a good idea. I think at the end of the day, I think it was a good idea to not limit the player in terms of progression. Because I've played a lot of this game beforehand this weekend. And I think it was a good idea. I think it was, as much as it sounds bad, like cheaty, I think it honestly helps this game in terms of reability. Like, it really feels really good. Quack, what is that? And what is done casting shadow my statue? I thought I'd get myself a statue. It's Dr. Quack. Look, it's Quack. It's the duck. I thought a statue too as a reward for capturing the one book. I didn't sign off with that being it. Bennett. But sir. Now, where's that old one book? I've got some evil plans to achieve. Okay, I've set my favorite minion to go fetch the book. Yeah, duck. Whack. Oh, he died. Rebozo. Rebozo. Quack, where is the one book? Well, not to worry, we initiate Plan B, Operation Recapture the Book. I love that he's like a duck in a head, like a gumball machine. What's happening? What is Operation Recapture the Book about? Well, my novelizer 64 will back up all the book in the world. I've been working on it for ages. What do you mean? What do you mean? Not only will we retrieve the book wide, I will also own all the world's book and sell it back to everyone for profit. Wow. What do you mean? You think I'm the Wicked Witch of the West? I'm a genius. I think I'll laugh like a maniac now. How dare you try to laugh like you're like me? Oh no, what's happening? Must resist. No, Pages, is it eject? Save yourself. No. Uh-oh. Ooh, I'm safe. We Pages escaped to the other side. The ivory tower can't use the one book tower. You have to collect this before they do. Sure thing, but what about the one book? Yeah, I got a plan. Something sucked right up. Quick, use the telescope to find it. Okay. I don't know why they're showing this, because this you never use anything like this in the game. There it is. It's being sucked into that dodgy looking building. Uh-oh. We have to go after. Where do we start? I think we explore the cave explorer. It's the only way in. Good job. Get us those new moves in. I guess got us a new game. You going to save the one book? Then I'm coming too. We'll be a buddy trio. Yay. Start. Okay. What's so great about this is that I don't think there's a lot that I think there's like a lot we can get in here. Oh, I don't think we need to really come back once we do this. That's what's really good about this game is just how like having all the moves kind of reduces the need to backtrack. I don't think any of the Pages are here, sadly, right now. But they would be, though. I think this is the only time when we probably will need to backtrack at one point. Yeah. Okay, this is like just the beginning of the game. That's why it's kind of empty. It usually would have Pages, but it looks like we're going to have to come back. Yeah. Pretty sad. I thought I could do more over here. I guess not. Okay. Ooh. Oh god, no. Oh, god. Ah! The game just feels really great. It really plays very well. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in Sheep, welcome in Coma, welcome in Felice. Hope I didn't ignore you or anything. I swear that's not my intention. There we go. I'm okay. It's just been a very low energy day, and I think like getting coffee and going to stream helps me kind of, you know, not be lazy and watch YouTube all day. So I'm very grateful we can do this now. Because streaming just does help me in terms of like my like, you know, mind. I really don't have much going on. No, it really does put me in a better mood, honestly. So, and that's why I love, you know, seeing people when they, you know, when they can. Because it also, on top of streaming, makes me, you know, it kind of helps me a lot. Oh god. Get out of here. Meow. 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 I mean, I won't lie to you, I've really played this game when it came out. I had to go online and find it. And like find a copy. Not that I endorse that. But I played a lot of the game. So we'll probably be really breezing through it now that I know a lot of it. But it's still pretty fun. I love this game. Okay, okay. I love how it like is going out as soon as I... Easy. Ooh, what is that? Rexos. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Rexos. Oh. Honey. Try to see what it says. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Something off. I can't see what that says. Certificate of graduation, Dr. Quack. Half price. I $1, $1.50. What does that say? BZ Money by Chris Adordoro. Can I not delete that thing? Oh. Weird. Okay. This way. So this section was more shorter, and it had like a small little it was basically just a way to understand the controls. They've removed this completely and like made that section, which I find really better. I think kind of putting those kind of, you know, the changes in this were done very specific and from like user feedback. So it's really insane that they took like that feedback and like really helps this game. And the biggest issue that I've seen on Reddit is that like there's some people who are upset that they fixed the game, and it's it's just never a win-win. Like a lot of people hated hate this new game because it changes a lot, and it's just like, man, it's just the old game I do love a lot, but the old game was very tedious, and it was very like, we'll probably show it off one of these days, but it just wasn't. It was fun, but it wasn't that fun. I mean, it's such a letdown. This game, like, literally fixes everything that I loved that I wanted in this game. It controls very well. I'm Yooka-Laylee. Have you seen any pages around here? Shiny, magical, not valuable. You'll find them inside. I can help you reach them. In return for a small investment. We're a bit strapped for cash right now. Don't worry about that. I'll explain it outside first world. Go away, unless you brought me the pages. I'm in the motivational merchandise business. Wait, are you the salesman with my merch delivery? The very same. Let me assistance inside the load. I'll join you shortly. Quick, get inside before we checked out. Yay! Oh. Now that he's back to their hands, it's time to use one book. No. Quack, you feathered failure. Where? Are? Wait. Go Burgess. Well, sir, they've done a runner. What do you mean done a runner? I feel like I wish the police was here so he could voice Dr. Quack. Absconded. I'm feeling like Dr. Quack may be in a police. Gotten away. Family news. Quack, you're testing my patience. Without the pages, the one book is useless. I've got a watertight plan. This better be good. The R&D the department could use a few cuts. Behold, the latest in Quack Corbin innovations. Patent pending. Ah, the page door. Get to the point, Quack. It's too late in the quarter for their new product release. The door runs a pure pagey power. It only opens when the right number of pages are delivered. If you find a gullible adventurer so we could have the collected pages for us. It's actually effective. I already found the perk duo for the job. Cool. This is the place. It says other pages all around us. There's a huge concentration up the head. Here we go. So, so I like the big thing with me in this is that I've seen a lot of people say that like a few people say that like because you have all the moves it feels like you're cheating, but I would wager that it's still pretty hard. Like it's still pretty hard in terms of progression. Like they've changed the game in such a way that like you can't like just like you can't just like do something like you can't just skip parts of the game like without doing like a good bit of the levels, you know. Like right now we can only go to one level right now because we don't have enough pages. And we can't, like, in the previous game, you could kind of get to the other ones if you could, like, cheese your way through them. Cheese your way, like, through, like, different, you know, parts of the map. But you can't really do that in this version. They've kind of thought of really good ideas to kind of keep you from, like kind of going over, certain points of the game. So, you know, again, I think they did a good job at concealing, like, kind of balancing the game that way. Dang it. Ah. You're good. Here we go.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Yay. Like the game is like much easier. I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be a lizard, but I didn't. But I'm using my Gex model to kind of be the thing. If we play more of this game, I might make a Yooka-Laylee model, but I'm supposed to be the lizard. I'm supposed to be a lizard. I'll make a lizard model. Just pretend that I'm a lizard, okay? I'm Yooka-Laylee, okay? If you could entertain the thought. Zero. There we go. Oh god. Oh my god. Hurt. Hurt. I will say I've completed, like, on my other file, I've completed like majority of, like, I completed the first 2 games. I mean, the first 2 levels of this game. So I think for our progression's sake, I will get enough pages to be able to progress to the next part. Who's there? Who's there? Luke who? It's better not Luke who. Better not be better not be having a ligma in here. Okay.
Hey, yeah.
Alright. Look through the peephole, see through yourself. Oh god. I'm dying of fleas. You're killing me. Perfect. You and your corny jokes. There you go. Honestly, I don't really need to get him in this world. I'm pretty confident that we could pretty much do this without his help. Meow. Hurt. Meow. There are some cheesy, like, things around here. Some of them are very hidden. Can be very annoying. No, run away. Oh, God. Meow. Oh God, it just, you have, like, it controls so well. It controls, like, it controls way better now, honestly. If the controls are so tight to this game, that's so fun to play it. Like, I think this is going to be the game of the year, honestly. Even though it is really easy, it's like, man, I cannot explain to you, like, how fun it is to control. Like, it's like, if you ever played Mario 64 or, like, Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey, you understand that, like, especially Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey is really great because Mario controls, like, so well. He controls, like, so naturally in a way that is just, like, it's just, you know, it's just really fun. You don't feel like he's, like, heavy, he's, like, hard to control, like you don't feel like you're constantly having to readjust, you know, things. Especially in this game, you could move really well in this game. And that's why, like, I also feel like that's why it kind of feels a bit easy. Is because it controls so well in a way that makes it so, like, it doesn't seem that hard. I mean, it's just one of those games that makes you feel like, at the end of the day, like, you're not being punished by the game as much as you're being punished for, like, not like, playing well, you know? And I think that's, like, very key. That's very key into kind of like differentiating between Mario 64 and Gex, you know, in terms of, like a lot of times in, like, Gex, I feel like the trolls are just not there, and they get to a point where it's just, nom nom nom, good day to you, young warriors. You get to a point where you're blaming the game for the controls, and, like, in games like Mario or, like, Mega Man, I mean, I guess maybe not Mega Man, but, like, Mario, you're more likely to blame yourself, as opposed to, like, bad, like, janky controls, you know? This is how this game feels like. It feels like you can't really, you know, it moves really well to the point where you're not sitting there and saying, like, I didn't make that gap because I'm not, like, because of the game. You made it because you didn't, you know, jump a certain way. Good day to you, young warriors. I bet you've got a weight-elated name, so on with it. What is it? Nom, they call me Sir Scoffs a lot. I am a proud knight of Hamlet. I knew it. Carry on. Tell us about your brave quest for treasure. One fellow knights and I are engaged in a daring hunt for the great Rampo's sacred treasure. For serious reasons, we've split our search to 4 separate locations. Oh no. However, one is currently feeling a little burdened by the location. One might thou assist to locate my friends and the knights and the treasure? Sure. Don't worry, Scots-a-lot. We'll help you find your knights. Oh no. Excellent. My first knight isn't far. Allow me to bestow a clue. Stew on this. On the way to the camp, I'll be hiding somewhere damp. Got it. If we forget, we'll come back and ask you again. Here we go. But yeah, no, that's where this game is. It's, you know, it controls that well to that point where, like, I've never felt like the game has, I've never felt the game has kind of, like, rigged it, you know? And that's like a big thing that I have with Gex. I do love Gex because it's bad. But like I also love like I love the levels, but I wish in Gex they had better level designs, you know? There's a lot of promise. Like I did love the first level of Gex. I really loved it. But then the later levels just they just don't really jive well, you know? They don't really, I mean, the computer circuit level is just like it just sucks to play in general. It's just not a fan. The kind of samurai levels aren't particularly fun either. They're just not. They're just like a lot of it's just very annoying platforming. And even like the dino levels are just not, just even more. I loved like the couple of the haunted levels in the game. But like even then that's like really hard because like a lot of them, especially the last one, it's just not fun. So I mean you just have a lot of great ideas that just are ruined by like kind of not doing what Mario did and kind of making it where every level has their own, like, you know, it's centered around like no, I've never said I hate, like I never said I hated it to the point where I won't want to play it. Like I have a love-hate relationship with it. I think I love it in terms of what it wanted to be, like what it, you know, was trying to be. But I hate it in terms of like the game design. It's just not very fun, like in terms of going to the levels that aren't, you know, that are just everywhere. I mean, platforming in that game is just not there. Like, I feel like the other day too, like, I wish I could recommend Gex, but I honestly can't even recommend Gex, like, the trilogy that came out either. Because they didn't really do a whole lot to like, fix it. It still is pretty bad. Like, them remaking it in the modern era, they really, like, it was more of a, like, they kind of just put it on the emulator than anything. And you could like do analog controls like on like you know, an emulator, you know. So it's, you know, there's honestly, as much as I hate saying it, there's just no reason to buy it. The only reason you would want to buy Gex is to get a digital, like a physical copy. That's it. But beyond that, like honestly, like. You're wasting your money otherwise. It's just not a fun game. It's not worth $30 to play 3 games that just don't really work that well. Like I guess maybe the first one, but even then, the first one I wager isn't that much better. Yeah, and I think differently from people. I think like. like in terms of like, it depends on the quality of what's in the game, right? Like, I think even then it's just, it depends on the game itself. And I feel like, I feel like the game, like Gex games have never been that great. So I personally think that the quality should go down. I think they're not even worth $10, to be fair. Hi, Jim. Hope you're doing well. I don't even think those games are worth $10. I know you're like saying like, but Redactyl. I mean, just $10 is not a lot, but I just think each one of those old Gex games are just not even worth that much, honestly. Like, I base it purely on quality, if we're talking about that kind of stuff. And it's, you know, the gameplay's just not there. It's like Mario Galaxy is like, what, like, I think $40 or something? No, it's 60, but that's like, it's like including, like, making them separate, which are like $30 each, so. And I think Mario Odyssey Collection is worth $60. Or, I think it's 60 or 70, I can't remember. But I think it's worth it. Honestly, they're really solid games that you get on Switch. So I personally, I personally think there's justification for it. Hope you're doing well. We're playing the Yooka-Laylee remake. Which is basically they've just remade it and just fixed everything, basically. That's like the best way I can describe this port, is that it's just, they've just fixed it. They've removed a lot of the tedium in this game. Like, I gotta emphasize, if you played this game before and you were like, I don't know if I want to play this, like, trust me, this game fucks. This game is really good. They fixed everything I was wrong about this game. Yooka-Laylee. It's the game that we're playing. No, it's not Spyro. You know it's not Spyro. What are you talking about, please? You know this game isn't Spyro. Meow. We're getting these notes first because these will... no, it used to be, but not anymore. We're getting these, like, things because we're gonna get upgrades here in a second. Oh. Oh wait, there's another cheap way you can get up here. Which is another reason why I love this game, is that there's, like, actually reason to get, like... There's easier ways to get up here now, so you don't have to wait for that elevator thing. And it doesn't feel like me getting up here this way than the elevator doesn't feel cheaty. It feels like I've just found a better way to get up here. Now this move, unfortunately does feel still pretty cheaty, even when it's in the middle of the even though it's in a different place, it still feels really cheaty. I'm not gonna lie to you that this move alone is just, it's you know, it still feels kind of cheap. I honestly don't think there was any real way, like, they kind of helped that move, but I still feel like there's not a real legit way to fix that move. Like, you know, like, you know, especially if you have the upgrades, it's just always gonna kind of feel like you can cheese sections. And like, the main difference between that move and the one in Banjo-Kazooie is that there wasn't like really a jiggy that required you, I mean, there was like one jiggy in like the second level that you could get by flying. But none of the other jiggies like were really up high or really up low or something. Like, they weren't in a place where like you would get in an advantage by like simply just like flying. And it, you know, that's still, I mean, they still fixed it massively in this game. But it's sadly another like issue with like it just being hard, because it's you know, it's a move I think is still just impossible to not have as like a really cheap move, even if it is limited. Okay, let's go back to the beginning and we'll get some of our items that we've been saving up for. After we go over here. There you go. Now, I feel like I am cheating at this point when I do this, but it's okay. Okay, we need a little more height. Oh god, hold on. There you go, okay. Perfect. I just don't know how you get up here otherwise. Perfect. Okay, so his moves have been replaced with like upgrades, but we come to him to get upgrades. There you go, okay. First one we want is this.
Yum.
Second one we want is this.
Yum.
And the third one is we want that.
Yum.
Perfect. Now, let's see. I don't know why this fridge is like working for an evil bad guy. That's it's a lady fridge. That's Bendy. She gives us like abilities and stuff. There's been an individual that's been offering a workaround, but I don't want to hear that you've been messing around with that sort of ruffian. Work hard and check in with her time to time. I'm buying a new stock. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this one. That's important to have the 3+. Let's see. This one's important. Let's see. Fall damage now. Okay, here we go. Now we've got it. Let's get. Let's see. Can we get pants? Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Perfect. Now we have pants. Now he's not naked. They really thought of everything. He's now wearing pants, guys. It's okay. I've solved it. Don't ban me, Twitch. Yeah, he's wearing pants now. Lady loots a lot. Loots a lot. Alright, move along, napkin. Napkin. Napkin to see here. No, your pants. Hello there. Srishkasalot said us to find some treasure about finding you out something about treasure. Looselot slag is none of your business. And off. And I'll give you a clue to where my partner is, but that's it. No more riddles. Can you just show us where he is? Of course not. That'd be too easy. I'm near a vintage cabinet. How does it work with nothing to plug it in? Okay. Look, it's a piggy. Cute. Perfect. Meow meow meow. I don't think it really gives you anything. Come on. You gotta be careful because sometimes there are hidden stuff around here. This way. Oh. Gosh, see, I forgot myself to how to bother. Oil, no need for name calling. Here we go. He's a bit malnourished. Cripes, thank goodness you're here. I've been kidnapped by these things and they are going to cook me. If they're hungry, they'll need a character a bit more fleshed out than you. Well, okay. I'm not gonna read all through this, but I think it's a lot for me. That's what's a lady? She's stuck in the pot. I'll read like the very important. Yeah, I'm gonna help her. Don't worry. I'll read the important bits of the plot, but uh-oh. No. Get him. No. Oh god. Oh god, they're everywhere. Oh, he's stuck in the thing. That was weird. Yay, looks like Dinner's Castle. Well, thank you, Kai Lizard. You have my eternal gratitude. Those brutes took a real beating, but I have a feeling they'll be back. Can you feel any of your bones? Do you think your reward? You weren't. Yay. Perfect. Ow. Well, there's Shovel Knight. He wants us to, greetings, adventurers. I am the one they call Shovel Knight, and I am having an eventful day. I seem to have embarked on such a grand adventure that I ended up in the wrong game. I hate it when that happens. They appear to be some alluring treasure hidden at the top of this stubble. However, I'm having trouble reaching it. I haven't gotten used to this bizarre third dimension yet. Retrieve the jewel for me and I will reveal the secret. He just said he just fucking said he got in the wrong game. He must excavate guys at the top of the temple is littered with false idols. Alright, your knightliness, we'll find your jewel. Make sure the payment is definitely page-based. Excellent. Deal thy shovel, friends. Oh, we wait here for your safe return. No, he was like, I think he was like a tier reward they added. Shovel Knight, like, I think was happening the same time Yooka-Laylee was happening, so that's probably why he's here. Sorry if I thought it's so aggressive, but I didn't mean to sound that aggressive towards you. I'm sorry. Oh god, it's my fault. I also took it a bit serious. It's like when a police teases me about like, what game is this? I'm like, you know what game it is? You've seen the stream. He's doing it to annoy me. Which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Just as a disclaimer. I don't mind friendly banter. I don't mind friendly banter. As long as you don't annoy the... As long as it's not, like, disingenuous. You know what I mean? Oh god, I hate this. Okay. Dang it! There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. There you go. Okay. This way. Okay. Enjoy your nap, Coma. Make sure to bye, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Yay. I don't know if there's anything up here. I don't think so. Oh shit. We'll just check this in case. Oh, there is. Okay, then we check. So in this version of the game, they did take away fall damage, which, you know, say what you will. I mean, I think it's a good idea. Fall damage is so 2005. Alright. I'm trying to remember if we needed more for the page door. I'll go back and see how much we need. You can kind of just do this entire game. Like, you can get all the levels by just, like, playing this one level. So, but I won't do that for the sake of showing off other levels.
Yum.
Take a look. Let's go check. Let's go check it, then we'll take a quick break for the ads. Oh, we can. Okay. Perfect. That's what we'll do. I will go to this store, and then we'll go to the next area, and then we'll take a short intermission. I think what I'm going to do is I will have the intermission. We'll go to the BRB screen, and then I'll just talk to chat, or because I don't have to do anything during this, so I'll talk to chat while we wait, and you won't miss anything if you're watching. Because I'd seen Queso talk about it on his stream, and I think I agree. I think it's, you know, stopping and waiting for people who aren't subscribed is only fair, you know. Um, it was funny too because Queso was like on his stream. He was like, people were like, $10 is not a lot of money, and he was kind of defending those. He was just like, yeah, oh really, bro? Then give a million out, give like 1,000 out subs if you got it that way, if you got it that good. Investing in this demo mesh speaker system was a brilliant idea. In fact, it deserves a raise. Thank you. For me. Oh yes, of course, sir. Speaking of brilliant idea, how's my pagey door protector going? Those losers have already dumped a load of pages in the first door. Excellent. How's the second one looking? I've got a quack squad of disposable employees on their way. Excellent. We wouldn't want to make things too easy for those thunder-headed duo. I will say they did change a lot in the first level, and when we play the other one, I'll kind of show you. It's a lot. They've changed a lot in this game, and it's very noticeable. Like a big thing they did for this game is they made it more condensed. Like the biggest issue with Yooka-Laylee originally was that it was very large. The areas were very large and they were very unnecessarily large. So like majority of the game was spent trying to get to one place to the other. And in this version they've kind of really like made them more compact, you know. They feel more smaller, but they still feel really large in scope because there's so much to do within it. And I think that's what kind of makes it. I think that kind of makes up for it, honestly. I think it's like the old Banjo way of like doing level designs in terms of like Banjo and Mario. Like I think the key is that you want it to be a really small controlled like space that is like contained in with like, you know, like other like major stuff goings on, you know. It's small but compact. Small but there's like more going on with it. That's not to say, like, I loved Banjo-Tooie a lot. I think, again, I do agree that those levels were even really huge, and, you know, I think they did what they did with this game, and they kind of just made them more smaller. I think it would have done it, it would have done it more well. It would have been better in terms of design. I think that's the only game design flaw in, like, Banjo-Tooie. This level especially, they've changed to a point where it just runs better. It just like flows much better than it did. Like this game is like honestly like the fact that it is a little bit easier, it encourages me to actually want to go out of my way to get the pages. Like I'm not like kind of like struggling like to like only get half of them when I play this game. I really feel very kind of encouraged to play like the pages. Like I'm less intimidated, and like I want to collect all these pages. You know, I'm very less intimidated by the fact. Okay. So let us take a quick break. We will be on the BRB screen for a little bit. We will be back. If you're subscribed, I'll be just sitting here rambling. You won't miss anything. But yeah, give a second to get the ads of the way, and then we'll be back. Here we go. Well, here we go. I'll have the music on. Here you go. Let me move us like right over here. There you go. Actually, you can move from right here. There you go. The game was done very well. I love this game a lot. I think we will raid into Annie when she goes live. That's the plan anyways. They're doing Little Nightmares 3, which I've been staying up really late to watch Blue play the Little Nightmares games. I won't lie, I was watching a bit last night, but I was trying to watch Fleece, I was trying to play this game, so it was really hard to focus on everyone. Yeah, I can tell that my model is like lagging quite a bit. This is okay, I guess. Oh, when I move the screen, it moves. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wait, no, that's because I'm still controlling it. I was like moving the screen, the window that I have it on, and I'm like, wow, it's like kind of moving weird when I move the screen. It's actually nuts, but it's because it's tied to the camera. I'm a big dork. Stream's only gone down oh so often. Like there's been one time last week that stream just like went down for a couple of seconds, just randomly, and then like I think the first week when we had fiber, it would just go down like it would go down for a second and then it would reboot itself. That might be on my note side though. I unfortunately thought I was gonna get some money to be able to get the Wi-Fi card, but I'll have to wait till next month. The only reason why I want that card is because I need to get rid of the mesh nodes soon. Because we have like 800 megabytes, but we're capped at 100 through the Ethernet cord, sadly. So once I get that cord, it'll still be the same, but I'll have more. I'll probably have more room, and it probably won't dip, you know, occasionally. But it hasn't dipped as much as it did back in the day, and that's, you know, that's the only thing that really matters, honestly. As long as we're not dipping to an unreasonable degree, which is way better than what it was. Like we were like dipping a lot, like when I didn't have fiber, because we only had like 9 megabyte, megabyte like upload speed, right? So naturally you know, like a lot of like the streaming stuff, like Netflix, and I think like my nephew, he has VR. It like requires him to like download and upload stuff. So I think with like the extra space we have now, it's much more like I can stream without inconveniencing anyone on the network, because we have like a bounce of like we're a bounce of 800 up and 800 down. But right now we only have like 100 up and 100 down, which is fine for now, because really my the only things that like take a lot are like even like Netflix 4K takes about like 30 to like 40 like, you know, megabytes per second, and that's not considering like when you load like a stream, right, like a Netflix stream, it will like it will like auto download the like it's like watching a YouTube video basically. When you watch a YouTube video, it loads the next part automatically for you. So so like I guess an instance that happened the other day was my the internet went out, right? But my mom's Netflix was like still going on. It was still working because it had loaded the movie up to a point where it was a good portion of the movie. And that's why she didn't know the internet was out at that moment. I will say I will be getting these because this is a bigger level. These are like checkpoints. I get why they did this, but I feel like it's not like useful. I think it would have been useful in the other game when it was a much bigger level. But I have no real like feeling, like I don't feel like I need to use them because they fixed the levels so much that it feels more easier to get around. But anyways, so what I'm saying is that like so when the internet was like out, she didn't notice it was out because the internet like had already downloaded the majority of the movie, which is like I guess also another reason why the stream looks great at the moment is because it's like I'm not like overly interfering with the family's Wi-Fi as much anymore because we have such a bigger, oh god, we have like a bigger kind of you know, it's just, you know, even 100 megabytes is like probably honestly other reason I want the Wi-Fi card eventually at one point is because while it's like 100 is probably enough for us at the moment, I think having that card would probably eliminate like the cap, so I could probably download more stuff faster, and especially for the stuff that I'm doing with Jam. Honestly, I don't, like, this is us just talking. I don't think me and Jam will be doing the Sonic thing this month. I think, because we haven't really planned it too much. I think it's probably going to be either next month or Christmas, honestly. I'm not confident that we can get enough people. But like, once I get that card, then I'll be able to, like, double test the, like, you know, on stream to see if we can like dual stream, because if we can do that on Discord, then the Sonic thing will be such a really great stream. Like, I've been successfully been able to stream at like 66 megabytes. I haven't really tested anything beyond that. I don't think I need to. But I've yet to really test the stream, like dual streaming beyond like an off-stream test. So I'm not sure at the moment what it's gonna look like. But yeah, I mean that's the TLDR to all this stuff is that stream's doing well. Next month we'll be able to get that thing so we can probably ensure that stream look doesn't like go down. But having that extra space basically just means that we'll, you know, we won't like overly go over like, you know, we won't like interrupt anyone even more. Like, I sort of don't already interrupt them, but like the thing that I gotta keep in mind is that, like, you know, even with like 100 megabytes up and down, there's still like a chance that we could kind of like interfere with my family's, like, you know, like issue, like their part as well. Because, you know, not only does my mom like stream 4K, but also like my dad does sometimes, my stepdad. And it's very weird too, because once we got the extra space to stream more, I mean to like, you know, like upload and download more, the Netflix, like in terms of like usage, have jumped up. Like it used to be like 24 it would download for the 4K, but now it's like 30 to 40 megabytes. I guess it's because it's allowing it to like better download the movies at a time, which, you know, again also helps the stream in that regard. Okay. Nice. You know, we doing well, buddy. Okay. But that also helps it in that regard. Hello, I'm supposed to be Yooka-Laylee. We're just talking about internet and stuff. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Meow. Meow. Here we go, okay. You need to be a person. Oh, that internet and that ISP. I mean, don't get me started on the big issue. The only issue that I'm still kind of annoyed about our ISP is that the tech guy did a good job. I mean, he was very fast. It didn't take him more than 30 minutes to install it. But then he lied to my parents about not like needing and like, because I was like to him like he was telling my parents not to use much Wi-Fi because it would interfere with their you know, their thing. And he had promised me that it would reach all the way to my house. It didn't. it didn't. So the tech guy didn't even try to make us pay for the mesh nodes. He could have told my family that we could get mesh nodes, but he didn't even upsell us. So not only did I have to like very scarily like talk to my stepdad about why we need the mesh nodes, after that guy had told them basically a big lie because he didn't want us using other stuff on he doesn't want us using other routers on top of our router is why he said that. And it's just, I'm just here like very nervously telling him like I need the mesh nodes. It's just, we're not gonna get enough internet without the mesh nodes. Because they put it at one side of the house. And then I come back later to find out that like in fact our mesh nodes are limited. But I you know, I still need the mesh node because it just won't reach. So the point of the story is next month, unfortunately, I'm going to I have to wait to get either more mesh nodes or a Wi-Fi card, which I'm thinking about getting the Wi-Fi card first, and then if it's not as good, I'll return and get like really. Even then, maybe I shouldn't get really cheap mesh nodes. We'll figure it out. But I mean, we were mainly talking about like how good it is now, and how the fact that like because we have like the better upload download speed, it's not overly affecting stream as much, which is great. Which was a big issue. Because we had like 75 up and then like 9 megabytes, like, you know, no, 9 mega up and like 75 down. So now that we have like an equal amount of up and down, it kind of helps. I mean, it does help a lot, but it's like I mean kind of in the sense that like the big issue at the moment is that you can kind of see it dipping a bit sometimes. But that's only because we might be capping at one point, or maybe like interference. But it's fine for now. I'm not overly worried about the Wi-Fi card just yet. I can wait on that if like I really need to. It's not like it's overly affecting stream. Yeah. Run! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. See, even this part of the game is just more fun. Like, it is just genuinely more fun. They've really done a good job. Yeah, I'm not trying to cloud, I'm trying to race it. Yeah, right? It works so well. I think turning this into a more chill kind of platformer like Mario was a better idea than trying to make it like a sort of classical Rare game. And even then, honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't really see it a whole lot like Mario. I've certain people say that, but I think it stands out on its own. I really do. It's a really good game, and I think it really stands apart very well. It's just I guess my overall point is it's just a really solid platformer, honestly. I could say that, like, it is a very solid platformer. I think I get like a 30% discount because I bought it off the PlayStation Epic Store, the original one, so I just kind of have to wait. I don't know if I'm going to get it right now or next month. I'll probably get it when I have extra money, but it's not like right now. We're kind of borrowing it from online, so I'm also in the inclination that like when I played Lego City before I bought it, I played a lot of that game, and then I bought Lego City and I played it even more. So I mean, I'm not saying it's okay to take games. I'm not advocating that. But I'm just saying from my personal experience, like if I like a game like Yooka-Laylee, I will end up buying it at one point. And it goes back to the bigger kind of broader point of like piracy and stuff. Is like the majority of people who wanted this game already intended to get it. You know, they already have like bought it. And a lot of people like me, for instance. A lot of people go into it knowing that like they want, like they go into it with the realization that they would buy it if they could, you know. I think that is my probably subjective like point of view of this, is that if I could, I would. And it's not necessarily about just stealing something for the sake of stealing it. But at the moment, I think even this is fine. Like, this game's doing very well. It's like, it's already like the #1 on the eShop in other places. It's sold very well, and I'm very happy that it has. It's a well-deserved game. Which like goes to show you another like big critical point, which is that like a lot of people are just generally like buying it outright because they want it, you know? It's the contention point where it's like a lot of people don't feel inclined to like take it elsewhere, which is always good. It's all and I am winning. I think I'm winning. That's when you know a game is worth the money, is when people are willing to get it, like legit, like a vast majority of people are willing to get it legit, as opposed to just getting it offline. Oh, are those the coins for Mario? No, they're like coins for Yooka-Laylee. you kind of get them and then like redeem them for like cool stuff like pants. Ah! See, they're like they're arranged in such a way. Yeah, it really depends on the person. But I personally think the average person, like, even if they know about, like, this stuff, I mean, I don't know. It's very, this is why, like, I'm sure piracy hurts sales in one extent, but, like, the bigger sales, like, I mean, the average person doesn't really know about emulation. And that's what, like, that's what some of these companies are, like, are trying to, like say, oh, yeah, it's wrong, and they're taking money from us. I mean, the average person really doesn't. You know, the average consumer doesn't know. And that's, like, where the majority of the profits go. So it's not, you know, it is a problem, but it's not like a huge end-of-the-world epidemic, like they would say. Welcome in, Safe. I hope you're doing well today. I'm sorry I'm overly rambling today. This is my fault. Ugh. Yeah. I know, I just don't want to ignore anyone. Here you go. Meow. But yeah, this game came out, and this I know for sure, for true. They fixed a lot in this game. They fixed a lot of annoying parts that I didn't like in this game. Pac-Man ghosts? We'll do that one later. Ooh. You could sort of say that. They're like little ghosts, book writer ghosts. Oh yeah, that's why they're called Ghost Riders, because like pages and Ghost Riders. You get it? Okay, so let me do this out overly. Yeah. So this was on Kickstarter a while back. The original game. It was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Banjo Kazooie. The Kickstarter did finish and it was successful. But the original game wasn't like, it wasn't a spiritual successor as much as it was like trying to be Banjo-Kazooie. And it kind of showed how outdated some of the mechanics were. So like years later, they remade the game and called it Yooka-Laylee and kind of used all the feedback that people didn't like of the game to make a new game. And it works very well. It works very well. They've really fixed everything that I disliked about the original, and they mainly just took out a lot of the tedious parts that I did not like. It really holds well. Like when I say they took out a lot of this game and like changed it, they really like complete sections were removed and replaced with different stuff. That's like, you know... No, not Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. They've took it out sections, they replaced sections, and it really works way better than it did. Like I cannot like emphasize just how much funner this is to play. Like the comic book. No, Ghost Writer. Say it with me. Say it with me, at least. Writer. Oh, let's see. I can get him a little hat. And Miss Pac-Man. No, that's not Miss Pac-Man. That's... like Thomas Jefferson. You already said that. It's not Pac-Man. Here you go. Here we go. Perfect. There we go. Yeah. This section used to be like a bitch because they used to have the way they had this level. Okay, okay. After they I will definitely. After they like in the original they made so many different doors in this game. They like put a lot of doors, and it was the original game. They had too many doors, and it was just very confusing to get around. And the re-release of this game, they've redesigned it. They've made less doors and made it less confusing. It really has. Here we go. It really has changed the game in like a good way. Building work by Eric Lee. Okay, I got you. I do, but I don't like 1,000 doors that go to the same place. I mean, that was like the one issue of this game, is that there were so many like ways to get to one place, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work conceptually. I thought it was a lie. Like, I thought it was bad in terms of design, where it's like you definitely want the player to feel challenged, but you don't. Like, there's a difference between feeling challenged and feeling like it's just done for the sake of confusing the player. And what they would have like 2 or 3 different ways to go around like one area, and that's what would make it really kind of like annoying. And for this version, they kind of reduced the amount of doors that are around everywhere. So it's more fleshed out, so you're not just like backtracking to a million different doors. Like, I feel like a lot of people mistake like tedium for like great game design. Like, there are like some game designs that are great. Oh no, I got this, hold on. Yeah. There's some game designs that are great, and some of them just aren't that fun, you know? Like, I guess there's a difference between something that is challenging and something that is just done for the sake of, has done for the sake of just inconveniencing the player. And there's a lot of, in the original game, there's a lot of stuff that was inconveniencing player for the sake of inconveniencing them for a challenge. I love we don't get visitors out here often. My name is Bernie, and I am charged with heating this palace. You have not done a very good job. It's been freezing. Yes, I keep the energy bills down. It's never been this cold before. Any chance you could warm the place, Bernie? There's no way I'll be able to speak a flame to this temperature. My innards are fully solid. Want us to take a look? We've gotten quite a problem at problem solving. Go on. Don't touch anything. I have a little sensitive stomach. I will say the one good thing about this though is anyone who has the original game of this will get a 30% discount on this game. So that's kind of why I'm thinking about eventually getting it. You know, at one point, because I supposedly already have that discount of owning it. So it won't be like, it won't be as expensive. I don't know how much the game is. That'll definitely save like some money if I down the road if I want to get it. They could have just made this game and just released it and not have given that discount to players. And that would, you know, I think no one would have said anything. But the fact they're offering that is insane. Grrr, enters the overly cramped layer of the mighty Burrate block. Can't you see this boiler is occupied? Hello there, we're just Dennis here to check the health of Bernie's molars. Yep, seems all to be in order here. Nonsense. You're here to thaw me out, evict me, my damp puddly remains out of this boiler and once on the street, onto the street, aren't you? Pretty much, yeah. Then I will deliver you a frosty end before you get the chance. Okay, okay. There you go. Yeah, 720. Yeah, let's go. Now we're streaming in 420p. I could probably stream who's that? Unreasonable feeding stuff. What kind of name is that? I could probably stream at like 1080p, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For me personally, I don't see a point. A lot of people don't watch streams at 720p. I mean, at least I don't, and I think doing the 1080p thing just wouldn't make sense to me. Yeah, it's like if it's like some people like it, which is fine. But I personally think a lot of people are watching this on watching streams on mobile or stuff like that. Or people like me who used to watch streams at 480p. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit much. And also considering I don't think my TV is even at 1080p TV. You save a lot of performance when you oh yeah, these are emotes that I've kind of just reorganized them a bit. Those are emotes that we've had. It's very hard because we only have a limited number of slots. So I occasionally put put them different places. Birdo, I knew I should have locked the boiler door. I occasionally kind of put them around. Would have set into my 4-day hour of Ring of Terror frosting up this boiler. Yeah, tell my family I went out doing what I loved, firing projectiles at an interspecies buddy duo. They, you have to get a certain number of subs each month, and, it's very annoying, because, right now, we have, maybe, we need, so right now, the limit, exactly. I mean, honestly, that's fair. That's why I did it, because I wanted my own custom emotes. But the main requirement is that you need subscriptions each month. For me, it's I don't want to say too much, but for me, I need 30 subs just to reach that just to get another emote and another animated just to get one emote and then one animated emote, which is insane. The fact that you would get that many people just for one more emote. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's that's a big ass. That's I could never I think a lot of people who I know used to stream, they have told me that they've kind of just bought those emotes, those slots for them. They've kind of just paid for it, which is fair, which is definitely fair. But it's just a big ask. I mean, man, just for one emote, that's a lot. I couldn't imagine. I honestly feel like it would be. I mean, I feel like it would be worth it if the community was bigger, and that would be wow. But at the moment, that's that's. Yeah, that is also true. I mean, it's a give and take situation. The big thing is that but the big difference is someone like Kick, yeah, they give you 80% of the revenue. They give you more of the revenue, but nobody's over there. It's there's also a bunch of even more meanies over there, and I just don't know how you survive. I don't know how you survive on Kick. I really don't. Like, this whole, like, oh, the revenue's better, but, like, no one's on it, so, like, what's the point? What's the point of having that, like, that bigger split if just nobody there? Like, they've survived for, like, a year now, or, like, was it 2 years? But again, I still wager it's still empty. Like, I just, you know, it's like trying to go to do, like, a different site besides YouTube, you know? Yeah, right? And the big thing was, it was like, you know, people at SQC and, like, Amaranth, they were going over there. But, like, you know, the big downfall of that, right? This is, like, the Kick's biggest, like, issue, I think, and that's why it didn't do well, is that they gave someone like XQC a non-exclusive deal. So this especially meant that this meant that he could stream on Kick and Twitch, and he wasn't obligated at all. And that, I think that honestly sounds like a good idea, but it also sounds like a mistake, you know? Yeah, I personally think it's kind of a mistake on their part. It gave, like, no real incentive for anyone to really, to go on Kick, you know? Like, when Mixer was around... Oh, God. When Mixer was around for a while, I mean, there was definitely incentive to go over there for, you just get, the difference between sub-tiers is that you get one extra emote, and that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything for any of the other sub... Well, I wouldn't call mine special. They were ones like that I think one of them is like a 3D model emote. I want to very, very much caution that, like, I will say at the moment, I really, like, if there's anything you tell me, it's like, at the moment there is, like, no reason to get a different tier for my channel. Like, I'm gonna be extremely honest with you. Like, the emotes that are there for the tiers are not worth it. Like, if I had a really cool emote, if I had a really good emote that would make it worth it, I would totally be like, yeah, mine's worth it. But, like, I can't even, I can't even recommend it. There's just, the emotes are just not, like, all the good emotes that I've had, that I have and that have been made by, like, community and me are on the first tier, you know? It's definitely not worth it. Oh, God. Dang it, it's hard. But, like, you know, but, I mean, that's kind of basically it. There's not really, yeah, I just want you to be more informed, you know? This is not really anything special. You're not, at the moment, because we have so many limited emotes, you're not gonna get more than just one emote. And that's hella not worth it for a second or a third tier. Like, if we had more emotes, then I would say, like, yeah, but we don't. That's just waste. I wouldn't want anyone wasting their money on those tiers unless, like, we had, like, a tier that, you know, we had enough emotes to make it worth it. And even then, I still feel like, even then, I also, like, think it's even, like, less of a deal in terms of, like, the reality, which is that, like when you subscribe, you're already, regardless of the tier, when you subscribe, you're already getting, like, a ad-free viewing, you know? It is kind of a flex. I think I agree with, like, saying it's more of a flex. Like, you know, being on a different tier doesn't really give you that much. I mean, it's like kind of like when people come in and ask sometimes, like, you know, like, make me VIP, and, like, there's just nothing really special about VIP other than, like, if I ever turn it into, like, sub-only mode. If I turn the chat into sub-only mode, you get to chat. That's it, and the reality of that is that I'm never turning it into sub-only mode. I'm never turning the chat into solo only mode. So like, as much as like Saint loves his VIP badge, it's I'm just not putting it in sub. You know what? You know what? I have plenty of these badges. Hold on. Let me. Let's see. I got you. I got some of these badges. There you go. There you go, hero. You now have a VIP. At least Patreon, there's one set to. Yeah, exactly. Yes, he is now. I have like 50. I have like 50 via. I think I have like no. I have like 40 or so slots. Yeah, I have like 40 VIP slots. So there you go. Like I have like 40 slots, but like I also don't give them out randomly. I think I give them out to people who have shown on a consistent basis to the stream. I think that's very, like, you know, the thing. Like, if you come around a lot, or even once a week or something like that, then I'll definitely do it. Here we go. When you come around once in a while, you know, you support my buddies Annie and Saint. You definitely deserve VIP. So in the original game, they had different type of games for this. They weren't very good. They were kind of solely based off of No, you can't do this. You're all I have, okay? You're not allowed to just disappear. I would literally go into the deepest dark depression. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah. But yeah, they like, this is the part of the game that they've like completely replaced. Some of these like little mini games were really bad because they were based off of like Yooka-Laylee's like 3D platforming into like a 2D thing. And like in this version, they've kind of just like got rid of those games and just actually made it like a whole new mini game, which is great. This works very well. Oh god. No! Oh god, Oh, I think I need to... I think I need to restart this one. I love... You guys are the best. I love you. I love you as a friend, Saint. Just, I'm not... It's very weird to say it, like, on stream and instead in chat. But you're the best. I appreciate you. I will say I kind of have... Okay, so I have post-traumatic stress a little bit. Not stress, but like... I get very iffy about it because my first girlfriend, I remember like we dated for like probably a good 2 years. And the one time that I told her I loved you, she kind of... She like got really... she kind of backed off in the relationship. And we'd been dating for like 2 years, right? And she kind of got scared because I said it, and it really upset me. So that's why I'm always iffy about saying I love you back. Probably a little like kind of post-traumatic kind of thing. Like, I don't see the term as, like, I didn't see the term as much as she, like, kind of, like, thought of it, like, you took it more serious, you know, as opposed to, like, a thing where it's like, oh, I love you too, like, you know? But I love you, I like you too, Euro, you're the best. But yeah, no, that's my little, like, ramble about that. Over there. This is very hard, you know, because like I get where my first girlfriend was coming from, but at the same time it was like I just don't know. Like I did love her, but I mean I probably didn't love her to that extent where I like actually like fully meant it, you know. I kind of saw it more as a like oh yeah you know, you're the best too, kind of. Or like, you know how like Saint and like Hero said that, like they love me but they don't love me, you know what I mean? And I think that's why she kind of like kind of felt, you know, kind of not the same. I think she kind of took it as me saying I actually am like deadly in love with you, kind of, and that's not what I just said I love you in text. Nah, it's okay. It's totally not that big of a deal. It was okay relationship, but I mean, it was kind of like a relationship that we were like it's just one of those relationships that like you're in where it's like your other like your partner wants to be with you only because they like the title, you know. She is not a bad person. She was pretty great. But it's just one of those times where, like, you like the idea of being in a relationship than actually being in a relationship, you know? Like, I guess my, like, second girlfriend that I had was kind of like that in that same regard. Where it was like, you know, we dated for, like, a year or two. But we didn't really kiss. We didn't really do anything romantic. We kind of just hanged out, you know? And you know, and I kind of like I kind of pushed her away in a sense that I was asking her one day, my second girlfriend. I was like, "Are we in a relationship, or are we just like friends?" Like even though she had said we were, and we changed our statuses on Facebook. But it's just like one of those things that kind of made my second girlfriend kind of like back off a little, like, you know, she kind of got upset about that. But it was a genuine question because we really didn't do anything. I mean, we don't have to, right? We don't have to like do like kiss or anything like that, like to be in a relationship. But like, I felt like if we were going to have that kind of thing, I just needed it to be a little bit something more, you know. I mean, otherwise we're just hanging out as friends, you know, and we're not actually. Yeah. And that, you know, it's just hard to come to that, like, kind of like conclusion where it's, you know, another person wants something more out of, you know, relationship. And it wasn't that I was, like, asking for more, like, for that kind of, like, oh, we should have sex or anything like that. It was, like, more of, like, we were in, like, we were in this, but it felt like more like we were just friends that kind of just hanged out. It's very hard. You understand what I'm saying? It's very hard to explain. Yeah, right. And you know, it's not. And I like sometimes feel bad when I think about that. Like I mean, it's just very hard when you know situations where it's like I feel bad for kind of thinking that I kind of was in. Okay, we'll do this one later because this involves some talking. I'm not worried about that one. I mean, it's not that I thought it was a complete waste of time. I just felt like I kind of worked really hard on like being with her and stuff. And then it kind of just all you know, just all that like time just kind of was like, you know, gone. I mean, that doesn't dismiss or like change like the time that we spent together. I don't know. When I was more active in like my love, like, you know, life, it was like a lot of times where I did like spend a lot of time like figuring the hard way of like certain things. Yeah, love does hurt. Farming's all about the experience, right? You learn the experience. You live and you learn. I don't know. I won't lie to you. I think it's pretty obvious for for me. I've kind of given up on my love life. I'm not very like the last couple of years. I'm not like I haven't intimately thought about being in a relationship. You know. I mean, I do talk about it sometimes, but am I looking for someone? No, not at all. Like, not really. Being right doesn't mean you're always right. Yeah. That is true. But, I mean, it's not that I've given up as much as I've kind of just, you know, just more chilled, you know? It's just more chill now, you know? Or maybe I have, like, sort of accepted that, I mean, it's just gonna be me for a while, and that's okay. I think I'm less upset about it than I was back in the day, you know, because when you're young, you're more like you just like I'm just not as upset. And when I was much younger, I was very upset, and I was very anxious, and I was very desperate. But now I'm just like chilled, really. I'm not really. It's just not something. I mean, one day, maybe, you know, or maybe not, you know. At this point, it's just not that big of a deal. It's not as big of a deal as it was back then. I think, like, back then it was more a bigger deal to me because I didn't want to like, end up alone. And, you know, over the years, I've, like, you know, I've been kind of accepting of it, you know? And I'm not truly alone, but, like, in another sense alone. But I think it's okay. I think I am okay. I think acceptance is a good thing, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm getting. Oh god. God, my like dad, my actual dad, like he had this thing, right? He'd always tell me. Yeah, it does, right? The 2D camera was such a great idea for some of these levels. It really works very well. It works extremely well. Oh, I can open another door. That's good. Okay. Let us go to the end of this thing. Hold on. Let's see. How many thingies we got? Okay. Let's oh god. Let us see if we can go to another checkpoint. Ah. Hurt. Okay. So there's some more secret pennies we're gonna, I mean, like those little feathers that we're gonna try to go get. And then we'll go to the next level. I didn't even realize we were close to the next level. Oh, we're rambling and we're already like halfway through the next level. They really did a really good job in this game. I cannot emphasize how better this game is. It's too easy, but it's like that's like a big thing that I've like heard people say. Oh, this new game's easy. Like I enjoy that it's easy. I actually ironically enjoy the easy of it because that means like there's a lot of like stuff I want to do in this game now that was like completely kind of stopped by the fact that that it just was overly difficult. And in this version of the game, I am just very inclined to play more of it. I'm very inclined to like do more puzzles because of how easier it is to control and how more like tighter the controls are. I mean, it just works. There are some harder difficulty parts of the game. Oh yeah, they made a Kickstarter. So without overly rambling too much, they made a Kickstarter years back to make it like a spiritual successor to Banjo. This game is the remake of that Kickstarter, but like the difference is that it's they've remade it with the input from people who didn't like the first game, which is great. It kind of really makes this game. It's better in that it really, they took the input and they kind of were like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do all this stuff, you know? Everything that they hated, we're gonna fix. We're gonna fix everything. See, and that's, like, this is another big overreaching thing, is that they listened, but they spent a couple years trying to, trying to figure out what worked and what didn't, you know? Sometimes you have to fail. Sometimes you have to, like, fail to like win, you know? And what they did is that they spent years working on systems and learning stuff. And that's what like developers do. Like even like the big developers like Nintendo, they just spend years working on concepts and then they come together, you know? I mean, that's like the biggest thing in game development, you know? The biggest games like Breath of the Wild worked very well because it was spent like on a decade's worth of learning techniques for like Zelda games. And when you take ideas from the games that you make, instead of just like reusing those games, you'll find that it works out much better, you know? Instead of like remaking the same Call of Duty game, you kind of just work on a better system. And you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Like sometimes you kind of just like again like Call of Duty. You kind of just remake the same thing over again, but just better. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see, we need a couple more. There's nothing wrong with that per se. Yeah. But you know, sometimes again, my POV, the best games are the ones that are kind of, you know, they are kind of a combination of games that they have like figured out over the years. I mean, yeah, the biggest issue with Yooka-Laylee is it was trying to be Banjo. And if you're gonna be a spiritual success. If you're going to be a spiritual successor, you need to stop trying to be someone. You need to stop trying to be Mario, and you need to stop trying to be Banjo. You need to be your own. And I really, like, I see the connection to Mario, but again, I would very much wager it doesn't, to me, feel like Mario. It feels like it's its own thing. It really feels like a really good game. I don't see this as a Mario game. And I know people would make that connection, but I just don't. I mean, when I first played it, I was just thinking it was a solid platformer. I mean, I guess overly rambling, I'm sorry, but I mean, that's just the thing, you know? If you want to be a spiritual successor, you need to, you need to kind of, yeah, right? Because they weren't trying to be Mario, they were trying to be a platformer that was a little bit faster. And I also like think Sonic is good in that they've tried to do multiple things with the franchise. Like, I still feel like Sonic hasn't figured out what game it wants to like stick with. But I mean, they've done a really great job at like, you know, showing different kind of like game mechanics and stuff. I think they're kind of positive parts of being like a franchise, their franchises, is that like Sonic's always doing something new. They're always trying new mechanics. Kind of like Mario. They're trying new mechanics, they're trying new things that work and don't work. And Frontiers did really well. It was like a really good selling game. So maybe they found the formula, maybe they didn't. But I mean, new mechanics are always welcome. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go over here to get some more to get more of those notes. No, I'm flying because I'm a lizard. I have a bat friend. I have a lizard, and I the bats can fly.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Okay, okay. God, this game just it runs very well. It controls very well. Like man, I could not tell you how much this game just controls really well. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go over here. Oh, some of the effects aren't showing up. I wonder if it's just an error in the game. It probably is an error. That's okay. Here we go. There used to be a room that like this used to be like a room with a guy in it, just one solid guy in this room, and there was just no other reason to go in it beyond that. So I love they kind of changed this room and made it to where you could actually, like, there was actually some collectibles in it. I mean, in the original game, there was a lot of areas that felt like they were just random areas. Like, it just didn't really mesh well. There wasn't really a reason to go in most of them. But they like remade the game in a way that, yeah, this was. We just spent a minute talking about this. It was a Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter. No, you're good. I totally, again, you know, no worries, no pressure. PC, PlayStation, I think it was on the Switch. But the original game. Oh, here you go. No worries at all. You're welcome to come and go as you please. I promise there is no pressure, you know? No, the PS4. I promise you also, it's totally okay to watch other streams. Like, you can watch more than one stream. It's okay. I'm not... I'm not gonna go crazy because you're watching 5 streams at once. You will support other people with Fleece and you will like it. Yeah, 5 is a lot. 5 is a lot. I think 2 is fine, but like 5 is a lot. Like, you don't want to know what I was doing last night. I was watching I was watching movie night with Annie, and we were watching Scream, and I was watching a Fleece, and I was watching Blue, and I was playing a video game. It's very hard, but I want to support everyone. It's very hard sometimes. Scream? Oh my god. Scream is like such a love letter to like OG horror fans. It's such a really great game. A movie.
Hey.
Yeah, and again, it's like, to me, it doesn't feel like a parody movie as much as it was like a post-commentary. Like, Scream is more of a post-commentary, or a big word, post-commentary something about, like, horror movies in general. It wasn't really, like, a spoof movie as it was, like, a movie that kind of discussed what made a horror movie. And it does it very well. One could say it does it to almost a scary degree. Oh god. Oh no, oh no, sheep, no! Oh god. Don't. Oh, you worry me, sheep. Don't do that. Don't watch scary movies when you're high. Oh. I wonder if they still continue. I'm sure they will eventually if they haven't. Like, they do that with like. They do that with like what, like Friday the 13th or like no, Freddy Krueger. I mean, they'll always like start remaking horror movies. The only reason we haven't seen a new Friday the 13th movie is because like the makers of that series are like, I think, in a big legal dispute going on. That's why their game kind of failed. Like, that's why like the copyright for the game kind of made it to where they had to abandon the game because of the people who own the license to that game. I mean, to that franchise. But yeah, I mean, they'll always like remake like stuff, so I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, as long as it's good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I like, for me personally, I'm not like the one to be like, it has to, like, Avatar The Last Airbender has to be exactly like how it was in the anime. I mean, the cartoon. They can't change anything. I think if you're going to retell a series, it's okay to kind of change aspects of it. I feel like some of the Halloween movies were a little rushed. Jason has scare us like Universal. Man, he would. I didn't really watch a lot of the Halloween movies, I'll be honest with you. I watched some of the Friday the 13th movies, though. Okay. No, you're not. You're not missing much. Let's see. Get that one.
Yum.
This one, and your center. We need also this.
Yum.
And then we need this.
Yum.
Perfect.
Hey.
Yeah, that was good. There we go. See, this game's like great too in that you can like choose the difficulty. Like, you can add it to have one heart. You can add it to where like you can have like a breathe underwater. You can have it to where you have fall damage. Like, you know, there's just not an excuse to be like, this game's too easy. Like, I'm okay when they kill random characters, but when they kill a character that felt like it was bleeding up something, Yeah, I guess that's true. But even then, I like, for me, I don't like it when people in horror movies just get randomly killed needlessly, you know? Like, we're just randomly killing people for the sake of killing people and not because of plot. That's kind of like, you know, we're kind of just taking bodies, like how many people can we kill per movie? Or like the kind of rare movies to where people just get killed and it's not a big deal. You know, those are the type of like things that are like kind of annoying. Because it's like that guy just got flattened and it's just like, oh, doesn't matter. It's not important. Who cares? And that's like especially in hero movies. You didn't know people died in like one of the Avengers movies until they talked about it like in the last movie. But I enjoyed like a movie like Saw and like the other Saw movies was because like it was really scary, it had bloody on it, but it had a really good plot. I wanted to play or make a Halloween movie then. Once I read they were planning on making Halloween movies as a standalone anthology. Ooh, that would have been great. Did they not like sell well at the theater? That's fair. That's I totally understand. Like for me it's just I just like I'm not scared by movies. I might get grossed out by them. But I mean, it's just one of those like I've like had like I've watched scary movies and played like very violent games since I was a kid. So I mean, maybe I have been desensitized a bit. But also like but it's like what I hate is that like even as a kid I played like I watch violent stuff, but I don't have violent tendencies, and you'd see that as like an excuse all the time. But I've never once been like I want to go shoot someone and play Grand Theft Auto like in real life. I've never done that. But everyone's different. Everyone's different in that kind of way. But I mean, from my experience, I've been desensitized to horror and stuff, and I've never felt the need to like do violent things like that. Third one didn't do well because no Michael Myers. Oh, I see. Oh no, it gets scarier. They the Saw movies get really more intense. You don't want to know. you don't want to know. We've seen a significant number of workforce injured. Sir? Oh yes, quack, blooming great news for what's. Think of the pages. And those two fools collecting it for us underpaid. Man, I can't remember. There was one scene in Saw where they, I think, stuck someone on a car or something. I can't remember. They're so vicious compared to your minions. Yeah, that's fair. The board will be ecstatic. Those busybodies, the buddies over there, have just... Oh, I missed it. If staffing levels remain low, we could be in a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna lie, I was far more desensitized. I learned empathy and suffer from it. I don't know. Wait, I'm trying to read, I'm a sensitized kid. I've learned empathy and suffering from... Oh, I see. Oh, well, I mean, you know, that's what's so great about movies. Saw was one of my favorite horror movie franchises till the last two. I mean, I think the final Saw movie, not the one that came after it. I think the original final one was pretty good. But no, I mean that's that's what they do in like prison. They well, welcome in Capsize, is that they read a lot, right? And they learn a lot from reading. And that's how you really kind of rehabilitate someone in prison. You just give them culture and educate them. Some people, admittedly, some people can't. Like I kind of believe that not everyone can be rehabilitated. Like some people are just naturally evil, and that's some people they just don't come back from things they did. Other times I think there is, like, I think there is a point where you can bring someone back from that kind of stuff. Welcome to Capsize. Hope you're doing well. You can't really see what's scary. Oh god. You like Ghost Hunter? My mom used to watch a lot of Ghost Hunter. Or Ghost Adventures and stuff, where this dude would go to places and he would say, oh, like, it kills me, because like the Ghost Adventure like show was that it was like Ghostbusters, but they wouldn't do anything. People would go to their houses and spend like a day, and then they would go like, yep, it's haunted, and then they would just leave. They would just leave. They would just leave, and like they even had one thing that they got in hot water for was this one house was so haunted that they had a priest. Well, I've got to look this up real quick. There was one ghost hunting one that was like so controversial. They had a priest in the show that kind of got him in hot water. Let's see, ghost hunter priest. Priest. Drama. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ghostbusters have knobs because Holocaust come out of their base. No, exactly. And then the video game, all of them get loose, which is just convenient for them because now they get to make money. Let's see. Oh god. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get the backstory of this. Okay, so the link said that in season 8, episode 7 of Ghost, I think, what is it? Ghost Adventures? Hold on, what is it called? Oh god, what is the show called? Ghost Adventure, yeah. Okay. So one of the redditors said that the extra episode 7 of season 8, the extra called the extras the house. But I pull it. Oh no, that's a different one. Hold on. What is the story on this? I can't remember what the story was on this. Oh, where is it? Where is anyone have this story? Let me ask Google's AI. Hauntings is better because the story of the people, the story and actors. Yeah, that sounds great. No, they're not saying it. I'm trying to figure out what this was. It was a really weird one. Oh god, where is it? Ooh. I'm trying to find it. Oh, God. Let's see. This guy's like, where's the episode where they call the priest and he can't make it because of demons? I remember an episode where they called the priest, forgot his name, and he's having trouble making it because of the location. Zach said it's probably a demon doing this. I think it was part of the series. Oh, God. Let's look at this episode real quick. I'll put this on stream when I find it. Because I think this is fogged to what we're talking about. Hold on. We're gonna divert here. Ghost Adventure. Ghost Adventure. Where is it at? I'll share this on screen. Hold on. I know we're supposed to be playing this game, but now I'm like, now you guys mentioned this, I can't help but look at it. Okay. Where is the game thing? Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Let us look up. Let's see. Extras house. Wait. Ghost Adventure Priest. GG. Priest. God, where is this? It was a really funny bit. God, where is it? Ghost Adventure Drama would be it. Hold on. I think it would be drama. Because there was something that was like really no, Ghost Adventure. There was something that was like crazy. Ever notice in the True Haunting priest often? Yeah, and that's what happens, right? I think this is it. What? Let's see.
Listen, you know I feel a part of the team. I love coming out on the road with you guys. How is the team doing in light of all the things going on with Aaron right now? How are you supporting him?
Whew.
Okay, not this thing. Okay. God, where was it? There was a really good. I can't remember. Extras house episode. Let me try putting it. Ghost Adventure, Extras house, season 8. There you go. Okay, we're not. Is this it? What is he doing?
Francis. You're Francis, are you? You Francis?
One time, but one was Friday. Everything was fine.
Francis.
What is
What's
he
your
even
surname,
doing?
Francis? What's your surname?
Oh my God.
What's your surname?
He's trying to think of something to make up. Oh God.
What's your surname? I want you to tell me what your surname is.
Oh God. Oh God.
Come on.
Lucy.
How am I? You don't scare me.
You call her Hussy.
No, I'm not. Tell me. You don't scare me one bit.
Oh my
Don't
God.
scare me. Don't come near me because you don't scare me. So tell me. What's your surname?
What is going on?
Surname.
Is he a demon?
Come on. What's your surname? What's your surname? What's your surname?
Take thy hand off me, wench.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking for your
There
surname.
was like a thing that I heard about ghost hunting, Ghost Adventures, is that they would do houses and sometimes they wouldn't get any footage, and the studio would tell them to go back to that house and get footage. Stay there as long as you need to.
Yes, I do.
So they would have to make up some of the stuff. Oh god. What is going on?
Okay, well, if you can still see.
That is,
Are we still on air? Okay, we're still on air. What's happened? What's
God.
happened is, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just going to keep.
I would probably be that one friend that would be like, it's just not scary. You just make shit up.
Possessed. This can happen
Possessed.
a lot. This has been happening quite frequently. And what we have to do is try as hard as we can to try and get as much information out. Because he's been taken over by supposed spirit. It takes a while, and then what happens is that
This guy can barely even look at the camera.
in most cases he can't really remember.
He's
what
just like,
happened.
this fucking.
A lot of people find it quite frightening to experience this. I mean, I'm quite shaky, but I'm used to it. Some of the members of the Most Haunted Live crew and Most Haunted crew are used to it. It is happening a lot more, which in a way is a good thing because we're managing to get a lot more information out. But others will see it as quite distressing. But Derek has.
This guy can't even look at the camera. That's how you. That's all I'm saying. Other parts of this process. I'll be honest with you guys. I just don't believe in ghosts. That's just not me. Ah, man. Whereas, like, I don't remember what this was, but it was, let's see, victim position, blah, blah, no, I can't. Never maybe absolutely station because I said the qualified. Let's see. Let me see what it says. Ever seen, even if you don't believe, yeah, they can still be fun within reason. I've seen a couple of them. God, it's just, man. Ah, it's great. It's funny.
Can I ask you a question, Rabbi?
Yes.
Are you familiar with a Dybbuk or Dybbuk box?
I read up on it today because I read about it.
Okay. Are there demonic possessions in...
God.
Not that much that I
Oh God, no.
that I would be concerned about.
Alright. So
That may not be good with your script, but not that's my personal.
Oh God.
let's go over here.
At the end of the clip, you can see Zach Bagan storming off because he's clearly upset that the rabbi had said this live in front of thousands.
Oh God. You just get a rabbi and then like it's like I don't think you'll like the it's just not real. Jeez, oh God, that's great. Okay, let's go back to the game. I just bringing a rabbi. That was the one I was thinking of. The bringing the rabbi on, and then him kind of like saying that it's not like oh, not really. It's not actually that haunted. I don't really believe in that stuff. Oh God. I feel like you could get over here if you had enough, like, yeah, there you go. But I still think you can't get over here, though. I think it's like a door. Yeah, there's like a door over here. Ah. I don't think it'll go good with your script. Like, fucking hell. What do we got? 40? Okay. Meow. Yeah, city views are pretty good. Especially like that, the plot with the old lady, which is also really great. Oh, did we miss Annie's thing? Is she live yet? I totally forgot about Annie. Well, let's did I not get a live thing? Okay. Okay, good, because my thing almost like broke. There you go. Yeah, we'll probably raid into her. Yay! Ooh, okay. I've already showed a good part about the good portion of this game already, but it's really great. This if we do play this, if we do play more of this game, we will definitely we'll definitely probably complete it a little bit faster. Here we go. Okay. Meow. I probably should have got him. Let me go back and get him, actually. You know, I really don't need these checkpoints, honestly. But they are just good to have in general. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. No, let's go this way. Ah. Where is this way? This is the only level that I haven't really overly played too much, but I do remember a lot of it. Here we go. Yes. Let us go to some of the stuff that I have not seen. Well, let's go to like a part, because there's some parts of this new, there's some parts of this new level that I have not that I've not seen yet. So we'll try to get to them. Because again, a lot of the parts of this game they've kind of just completely changed. So I'm very interested to see which parts of the game they kind of just completely like took over. Which again is definitely a good thing, because there are a lot of parts even in this part of the game that just were not fun. Like, I just will be the first one to tell you that like there's a lot of parts in this game, the original game, that just weren't really fun to play. On a conceptual, like a lot of it was more tedious than was actual fun. Oh god. Yay! Hurt. Oh, why would you do that to me? Yeah. One stuff over there that we need to get. Oh god. Oh. Thank you. Uh-oh. Ah. This way. The black phone? No way. What's that? Oh, no, let me guess. It's a phone that's black, right? Ah, it's, yeah, so yeah. I know, I see, I knew that's what it was. Oh god. No, they're not. They're from Yooka-Laylee, and you know it. How dare you try to say that he copied it? And it's also a movie. Ah. I've seen, there's a really, really great drama movie called, Phone Booth, where a guy was stuck in a phone booth, and he was like, this guy had kind of trapped him in a phone booth, a sniper, and the whole basic, the whole basic point was that he was trying to get him to, like, admit things about his life. It was very interesting and very cool. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's definitely a movie I would love to see again. Ooh. Okay, we need to, let's see, where is it? Okay, there's like a thing over here that we need. Gold screen marker. Oh, it was such a great movie. Oh. It was such a great movie. And I remember like during it I was like very like it was such a very suspenseful movie. I can't say too much. It was very great. I loved it a lot. I love drama movies, and I love like movies that make you feel a certain way. Exactly. You would have to. God, I mean, maybe you could be trapped by like a random connect call, and like someone tells you not to leave the bench. I don't know. I mean, I know they still have some telephone booths around just for just for the hell of it. I think. I don't think not necessarily because they need it. Ugh. There you go. Perfect. You made a joke about phone booth in the first Christopher Reeves Superman. Oh, did they? see. There's like one, like I don't know where it is. There's like even like one part of this level that I think they just took out completely because I don't. There used to be in like one section over here near that area, but maybe it's somewhere else. Oh god. It's very hard to tell. I don't even see the like some of the puzzles because some I generally like this game. They generally took it out a lot of the tedious parts of this game. Like I don't even know what this is gonna be. This used to be like an obstacle course, but I don't even know if this is gonna be that because they could have just taken this part out completely. Let's see. Yeah, this whole part has been redone. Yeah. I'll remove the tedious parts of you. This was like a really short obstacle course, and they've kind of expanded on that, which is great, because this is now much more funner to play than like a somewhat challenging like obstacle course that you had to like, that you had to do at a certain limit. Oh god. Nice. Wow. They changed that part a lot. That's, oh god. It actually feels better. It feels better to do that part. Some of them, I mean, they weren't really bad game design. I'll play the other one eventually. They weren't bad game design, but they were just more, a lot of it was like more felt, oh god. They felt more challenging for the sake of challenging, not necessarily because they were fun. There you go. Meow. Yeah, I don't even remember what this part was. This, oh yeah, oh, I think this was like when you were underwater, I believe. Yeah, they changed. No, this was the same part, except it was kind of like it wasn't like this. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the same part, but it's done differently. Again, this was like another instance of this part, but they like completely remade the entire section. Which honestly is such a like, it just works better. I don't know how to explain it other than it's better. It just feels better. I don't feel like this is much of a hassle anymore. Wow, that was really great. Oh, Annie's live. Give us a second to finish up here. But give us a second to finish up here. What do we need? Let's get a bit more of these little things, and we will wrap up here. Huh. The only like real progression in this game is that like it's more important to get the coins and like the yeah, no, I know she does, but don't worry, we'll get over there. Let me just finish up here. Well, I totally lost what I was saying. Thanks, please. God, I don't remember what we were talking about. But yeah, a lot of places have changed. A lot of places have changed. There we go. Let us like Oh yeah, the progression is like more based on the coins and upgrades than they were than they were about getting when they are about gaining moves. Like this one is more about getting moves now than it is about like I mean like more about like leveling up your character than getting like a bunch of like moves from someone. Which is totally fine. I feel like it does mesh pretty well with this game. Give me a second to collect a lot of this stuff, and then we will head over there. We're just looking for like the little things over here. Okay, let's go over here.
Yeah.
See, that didn't feel like cheating as much as I'm just a pro gamer, right? That was like a pro gamer move. I didn't feel like I was cheating the system as much as I was just I'm just really good at platforming. That's what I like, right? That seemed like it was cheating. But I feel like if you can do it like that, then it's not cheating as much as you're just skilled. I think focusing the game on skill alone is more important than having a solid progression. What do you mean? What do you mean, Fleece? I didn't feel like I cheated that part. I just really good at platforming. You saying I cheated? Are you saying that I cheated? I mean, I'll mad at you. You say that I cheated that section? You don't? Okay, there you go. That's what I meant. I meant it just feels like I'm just really good at this game. Meow. Okay. Oh, no, not over there. Okay, and then we'll go back to the beginning and get the stuff. Well, I was supposed to do the lick tongue move around everywhere. I wasn't supposed to kind of just like roll over there. But I mean, you know, see, the fact you didn't know that is why I don't consider it cheating. I'm just skilled. It's just skilled platforming, okay? Me being skilled to like jump over here is not cheating. It's just perfecting the art of like how good I am. Yeah, it was retro. Hold on, let me go back just for him, and then we'll go back to the beginning. Look, he oh god, he holds like the arcade games. He's like a digital dinosaur. Isn't he so cool? He's great. Okay, let me go back to the beginning. Because we're gonna get some moves and then we're gonna go to Annie. Let's see. Okay. Bing. Bing. Perfect. So now we've got like we got longer. That's longer, and then we have more hearts, which is great. There's like some cool ones in here, like this, which makes the game like more kind of cel-shaded, which is really neat.
Hey, yeah.
And then like the other one that I like a lot. Oh. Googly eyes. Oh, that's for the bad guys. Was that for the bad guys? Yeah, now the bad guys will like have like googly eyes on them, which would be pretty funny. Anyways, let's go find Annie. Let's go right into Annie and Blue. Let us get some music up here. If I get the music up here. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I appreciate it. We'll probably do another modeling stream this week because I don't want to procrastinate on Annie's. I don't want to procrastinate on Annie's stuff for too much. So we'll kind of continue that sometime this week. No, thank you. Oh, God, who wants to make a raid message? Does anyone have a raid message? Let me get Annie on here. Well, we have to watch an ad for Spotify. Give us a second. Give us a second. We have to watch an ad for Spotify, okay?
In theaters November 7th.
It's 6:30.
Oh, and there's more ads. Give us a second, then we'll go back to the low 5es. Give us a second.
Nope, but you're gonna get cash.
Yep, Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
There we go. Okay. Let us do raid.
With over 300.
What do you guys suggest? Hot dog raid or maybe
Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live-teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Maybe like with oh my god, or like a shaking thing.
So what makes a Zaxby's chicken finger taco a Zaxby's chicken finger taco?
That with like maybe a ghost. Hold on, let's get the ghost. Let's get the ghost out.
This is Zaxby's. You can get them in 3 flavors you'll love, like Chipotle Ranch.
Hold on, I'm having issues finding this emoji.
Taco night hits different at Zaxby's. Zaxby's chicken finger tacos.
Get
some today. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Raid. There you go. Oh, I forgot to put raid on there. Oh, that one. I like that one. I like that one better. Take that one. That one's better because it's no emotes. No, take that one. No. Forget mine. We're we're great that way. Okay. I will rate us over there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will rate into Annie. We'll leave her on the buy screen. Since we're going into her. Hold on. Give me a second. Well, let's put her on the Chrome thing. Oh no, I already rated in. No.